Poor puppy. How did it get in here?
I think that little puppy is alone and sad.
This is a puppy. We just found it outside the school. Should we keep Rufus in the house?
We'll let Rufus stay in our house, as long as he enjoys being here.
Just what we always needed. A big happy family.
He did not kill Emily. I did.
I love Marceline. She is my wife, and I can't let her die in prison.
But Marceline has gone mental, and nobody knows what to do. You have to stay away from her.
Kyle wasn't the one that killed Emily. It was Marceline.
So you're saying that Marceline was the one behind the murder the whole time?
Marceline Crockett, we are placing you under arrest for the murder of Emily Thompson.
We're sorry, Finn. We didn't know what else we had to do. It had to be done.
Hello? Brenda? It's Tina. We just want to check if you're okay. Brenda, this isn't funny, okay? Just please open the door. Why won't she answer the door?
Look, she's obviously asleep. We don't want to disturb her.
But what if she has taken a bunch of sleeping pills? What if she tries to kill her?
Say that, okay? She's feeling unwell after what she's gone through.
Didn't I tell you about Tony yet?
No, why? What's up?
He's gonna stay in prison for a long time. He's just been sentenced to 5 years imprisonment.
Poor Tony. How are we gonna tell Brenda about this?
I'm not sure. I might as well go inside and—
Tina, don't. Look, it's getting late. We'll talk to Brenda in the morning. I'll take you home.
Thank you.
Okay, Marceline, I'm gonna ask you questions about Emily, and you have to answer them for me. What happened on the night of her murder?
I spent the worst Christmas in my life when my little daughter was taken away, and I thought she was just going out for a walk, but it turned out that Emily would kidnap Rosie for no reason. I have been worrying myself all day, and I feared that Emily might have hurt her, and when Kyle got inside my house, I saw Rosie turning up alive and well.
But what about Emily? What happened after Rosie returned?
I was angry at Emily after what she's done, and I took her in the middle of nowhere to argue with her for her actions. I then slapped Emily, and slammed her in the head with a stone.
And how did you find that stone?
Well, I don't know for sure, possibly because someone went stone skipping and left it on the ground. Can I, go home now? My husband is waiting.
Hold on, I haven't finished. Okay, listen. Why did you frame Carl for Emily's murder?
Because I didn't want to get caught, that's all.
But you did in the end.
Look, can we please just get this over with? Emily is a monster. She nearly hurt Rosie and manipulated me, my husband, my family and my friends since day one, so I had to make her disappear.
By knocking her in the head? That's a classic.
But honestly, I wouldn't want to confess to my murder back then because I didn't want to get caught for what I've done, and I had to let Carl cover for me on the case. That's why I didn't have to tell you.
Marceline, Carl had a criminal history many years ago, and he would have stayed behind bars. But for this once, I'll let him go.
What? I mean, what are you gonna do? Let Carl carry on with his crazy antics?
That's enough. Fine, then here's a deal. You will be staying in the cells for the night, but once that's over, the court will decide what will happen to you. End of story.
Guess what? I adopted a dog.
You did? Wow, how sweet. What's its name?
Rufus. He's very little, and he's struggling to speak. He can only communicate with signs instead.
So where exactly did you find that dog?
Outside the school. I was getting ready to take my kids home when we heard a poor puppy crying for help.
Poor dog. But at least Rufus is part of your family now.
Yup. This is exactly what we always wanted ever since my family and I got here. First we brought a house, and now a dog.
Excuse me, I got a patient to sort out. Do you mind staying outside?
Sure.
Mrs. Denniston, is it?
Yes. I've been sitting all day waiting to get checked up. Why do you keep increasing the waiting times like this?
Look, the overdue is not your problem right now. Have you suffered symptoms of a cold?
Obviously. I tried drinking some hot tea, but it didn't help. All I could do was get rest in bed, but the phone kept on ringing and ringing and ringing.
Put it this way, if you silenced your phone, you would have slept better.
But it didn't help either, thanks to my noisy cats and dogs in the streets.
That's quite understandable. I'll prescribe you some medicines that can help you recover from your sickness.
Thank you.
So guys, what's the latest gossip?
Well, it's not much, but we'll tell you.
We discovered a puppy outside our school, and you look really upset.
Poor puppy. How can they just leave it without asking anyone for help? His father died and his mother decided to leave him somewhere in school. He's been sad like this ever since.
But Rufus is part of our family now, and we will always play with him, laugh with him, and spend every fun time with him. Rufus. Is that the dog's name?
Yeah. You can even visit him if you like. Oh, well, we don't know about that.
Why not? He's harmless.
Listen, Rufus is a small puppy. He doesn't like strangers, and he only trusts his family. I don't think Rufus will like us anytime sooner, but he will when he grows up. But I think you're right. Rufus is a puppy, and he'll get used to you guys seeing him.
Totally!
Good morning. What's for breakfast?
Oh, I don't know yet. Tina is at the grocery store buying food.
I see. But what are you doing? Shouldn't you eat?
Well, I don't have to, yet. I'm just relaxing on the sofa and watching movies.
Really? In the morning? Why can't you just do it tonight?
Look, I got lots of stuff to deal with, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm watching a movie about a man who shoots a firework into a house and starts a fire. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it something I said? Oh, come on, Caleb, you have to admit that this man is hilarious.
You called this movie hilarious? Like the fact that Tony did a similar thing? What is wrong with you?
Hey, no need to shout. It's just a movie, so just get over it.
No, I want to know exactly why you're smirking. Why don't you care that Tony is in huge trouble over what he's done?
Look, I didn't say
Tony's just been sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. Didn't you hear what I just said? Tony is gonna suffer even more in prison.
Oh, Caleb, I am so sorry. I should have known.
Yeah, and Brenda is going through hell, although she doesn't know what happened to Tony.
Yet.
Fine, whatever. Just switch off the TV.
No way, I'm just getting ready to watch my favorite bit.
Shut up. Just shut up. Okay, Tony is suffering even more in prison, and Brenda wants to kill herself. Do you expect yourself to be fine with it?
Goodness grief, man, just calm down. You're really starting to act like Brenda.
Fine. You know what? Just watch Rambo. I don't care. I'm going out.